So I remember sitting at the kitchen table one evening, staring at the numbers, bills on one side, a rough plan scribbled on paper on the other. 4 kids upstairs, mortgage payments to make, responsibility, and I was seriously considering walking away from something predictable to start doing small jobs for strangers. It didn't feel bold and it didn't feel exciting, because when you've got people depending on you, risk doesn't feel motivational. It feels personal. So if you're watching this thinking about becoming a handyman or handywoman, then this isn't a hype video. This is a conversation I wish someone had had with me. And it includes a week I nearly convinced myself I'd made a mistake. So the idea versus the reality. At first, the idea feels simple. You're practical, you fix things already, and friends ask you for help. And someone says, you should charge for this. You picture freedom, local work, flexible hours, no boss, and yeah, that part can be real, but you don't picture lying awake at 2 a.m. wondering if the phone will ring next week. You don't picture underpricing a job and realising halfway through that you're working for practically nothing. You don't picture the silence when inquiries dry up, and that silence feels louder when it affects more than just you. So let me tell you about one week in particular. It wasn't dramatic, there wasn't some huge disaster. It was just a slow build of small things that went wrong. So Monday, a job I priced too cheaply ran twice as long as I expected. Tuesday, a customer cancelled last minute, and that was pretty much a half day gone. Wednesday, I drove across town for what sounded like a straightforward repair and walked into a much bigger issue, and I just wasn't equipped for it. And that one I had to say no for. There was no invoice, just fuel cost and lost time. Thursday, just quiet, no new inquiries. And by Friday morning, I was standing in the kitchen thinking, was I irresponsible? Have I gambled stability for uncertainty? And what if this doesn't work long term? And the worst part, nothing catastrophic had happened. It was just the pressure of unpredictability. Now that's a bit that no one shows you. Not the good weeks, the ordinary hard ones. That week taught me something important. The problem wasn't the trade, it was the lack of systems. I was reacting to work instead of managing it. And that's a painful but necessary lesson. So what being a handyman actually means. Let's reset expectations properly. Being a handyman isn't about being brilliant at one trade in particular. It's about being reliable, organised, calm, honest about your limits, and most of your work won't look impressive on camera. It's flat pack wardrobes, it's curtain poles, it's putting up TV brackets, it's minor plumbing repairs and fixes, adjusting doors, and repairing other people's rushed jobs. So you're paid to remove friction from people's lives. And if you need glamour, this certainly isn't something for you. If you like quiet satisfaction, it might be exactly right. So let's look at the emotional side no one mentions to you. Say you walk into a stranger's homes every week. You see real life, you meet elderly customers who are nervous about being overcharged. You meet busy parents who just need something sorted without drama. You become, in small ways, a steady presence, and that steadiness matters more than perfection. Most repeat customers don't say, he drilled that hole perfectly. They say, he turned up, he explained things, he didn't rush, and those skills matter. And trust matters more. The real income shift after that worst week, well, that's something changed. I stopped asking, how do I get more jobs? And started asking, how do I stop chaos? Because chaos is expensive, it drains energy, it causes underpricing, and it creates rushed decisions. The handy people who survive long term don't survive because they hustle harder, they survive because they price calmly, they set boundaries, they follow up properly, they build repeat customers, and it's less dramatic than social media suggests, but it's sustainable. So who is this for? You'll likely do pretty well if you like solving practical problems, take pride in small details, if you can talk to customers without ego and manage your own time. You need to accept responsibility without excuses. You don't need to be the best trade person in town, you need to be the most dependable, and that alone sets you apart. So who isn't this for? This isn't for you if you hate dealing with people, if you struggle to organise yourself, if you want instant results, and if you can't handle kind of occasional uncertainty. There's no manager here for you. If something goes wrong, it's on you. If work slows, it's on you. Some people thrive in that environment. Some people feel constant stress. You need to know which one you are. So, final thoughts. That worst week didn't end the business. It sharpened it. It forced better pricing, better systems, better boundaries, and that's the truth about this path. It will test you, not in one dramatic moment, but in small, steady ways. Quiet weeks, long jobs, uncomfortable decisions. And if you stay consistent through those, something changes. You stop chasing work and you start building stability. You stop hoping the phone rings. You start controlling what happens when it does. Now, becoming a handyman isn't glamorous. It isn't fast and it definitely isn't easy in the beginning. But done properly, it's a solid business. And in a world full of noise, solid is rare. So if you're thinking about starting, don't chase busy, don't chase quick money, don't chase the hype you see on social media. Build something steady, build something dependable, and build something you're proud to put your name on. Because simple jobs done properly build solid lives. And that's the standard, that's the goal. So if you want more honest conversations about starting a business properly, pricing, systems, and building something sustainable, then subscribe. This isn't about shortcuts, it's about doing simple jobs properly and building a life around that. I'll see you next time.